Yeah, okay, so Salaam alaikum. Okay, so shirin namu a cikin web development with WordPress from zero to hero a Hausa. So, okay, so let's continue from where we stopped at last time. So, anan za mu yi bayani HTML, CSS, PHP and JavaScript, okay? So, akwai other programming languages. So, kamar yadda muka sani programming languages are text written languages da ya zama computer ko instructions in da ya zama computer understand da ya zama they execute. So they are in higher level programming language, intermediate ko low level programming languages. Okay, so HTML stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, so mun yi maganan wane ne Tim Berners-Lee a lokacin, so yana cikin wanda suka yi influence ko suka yi created in HTML as one of the standard kenan, irin document ɗin da ya zama world wide web ɗin za ta amfani da shi a lokacin kenan, HTML ɗin kenan. Okay, oops, I made a mistake. So hypertext markup language, not hypertext transfer protocol. Sorry, the mistake over here. Okay, so CSS, you have the cascading style sheet. Okay, so we are still going to come over here. So what CSS means cascading style sheet. Idan ka shiga website yanzu, for example this website of mine, I'll keep using this for example for now. Idan ka shigo kun ga wa'annan colors ɗin da kuka gani a cikin wannan website ɗin, wa'annan anything that has to do with colors haka a website, so aikin CSS ne. Amma anything that has to do with text, mostly input of text, it has to do with HTML. Okay, so HTML is one of the best way for you to format text documents over the web. Though akwai irin other languages like irin SHTML and other XML, those are markup languages. HTML, the CSS are not programming language, they are markups. Okay, so we'll come over to PHP, like PHP. PHP she is a server web programming languages. Tutorials in da suka wuce mun riga mun yi magana menene server, mun yi magana menene client. Okay, so server web programming languages suna nufin wannan instructions in na PHP din nan ba client yake executing din ba browser ɗinka shi zai executing instructions din nan ba. Idan kai request din website din da yake da PHP, okay, like okay, can web server din shi zai request din information in da aka rubuta instructions, maybe like you want to log in and other things like that. So it's a server side programming language, akan server din ake rubuta wa'annan instructions din. Okay, let's look at JavaScript. JavaScript shima is one of the core web technologies program. Okay, core web technologies or programming language for the web kenan shi JavaScript. So for example yanzu like irin wani animation haka, maybe like you kun shigo website haka kun ga like irin text yana scrolling haka, or nan da na IP you irin kun shigo website ku ga IP ɗinku is being dictated, mostly are one of the works of JavaScript. JavaScript is not the same thing as Java. Okay, so a lokacin Java was popular, that's one of the reason when JavaScript was created, ana neman suna za a sami shi because of JavaScript. Java was so popular at that time, that was one of the reason JavaScript was named. Okay, so for example idan with HTML and CSS kuna iya build a complete website, amma if you need a more an interactive website haka, you have to make use of JavaScript and PHP or JavaScript. JavaScript became more popular with the intent of this Node.js as the back end. So and one thing I want you to know again is okay, so let this load now. So you can build a simple web page hacker. Amma for this course you don't need to learn much on JavaScript or PHP. On with WordPress, and just like with hacker, so it's just drag and drop. So let me see. I just want to show you one website hacker design. It's just purely HTML, stallman.org. Okay, so let this website load. Okay, so this is website written purely in HTML and CSS. Okay, so this color and then okay again I can CSS ne. So this is the guy. So as you can see, these are all written purely in HTML and CSS. Yeah, highlighted into what yayi irin grid da sauransu haka how it should be. So idan kuna son ku duba, once you right click just view page source, kuna danna control F.js, kun gani it can't find anything that has to do with .js. Amma .css you can see .css, so mostly it's just written with pure HTML and CSS. Okay, amma this my website is built on what is built on WordPress. So it's using HTML, it's using CSS, it's using PHP, and uses JavaScript. Okay, so I think that's all for this tutorial. Then the next tutorial we'll see menene DNS and IP and port and other things like that. So you can just share this video with friends and family. So thank you.